Hello Cowboys Nation, welcome to another video, and without further ado, let's get to another round of news from America's team. Mike McCarthy replacement candidates, who will coach Dallas Cowboys next? It's no secret that Mike McCarthy is on the hot seat. The Dallas Cowboys are in the midst of a forgettable season, sitting at 3-6 and with starting quarterback Dak Prescott sidelined the rest of the season. Now, much attention is on who may be the Cowboys' next coach. Yes, McCarthy is still under contract, but his 5-year deal expires at the end of the season. This is a very similar situation to the Jason Garrett era, as owner Jerry Jones, despite running the most valuable franchise in the world, refuses to buy out coaches early. Garrett entered the 2014 season as a lame duck, but earned a 5-year extension after leading the Cowboys to a 12-4 record and NFC East title. Garrett faced the same situation in 2019, but didn't get an extension after posting the fourth 8-8 season of his tenure. Jones continued the trend of coaches entering lame duck seasons with McCarthy and his staff in the final year of their contracts. All signs point toward McCarthy's fate being that of Garrett following the 2019 season. With that being said, who could the Cowboys turn to in 2025? Jones provided the latest fodder when he was asked about former tight end Jason Witten being a future NFL head coach during a radio appearance on 105.3 The Fan in Dallas. Yes, without hesitation, Jones told the station on Friday. He has something that you can't draw up. He reminds me a lot of our other tight end, who is head coach up there in Detroit right now, Dan Campbell. Witten is currently coaching at Liberty Christian High School in Argyle, a Dallas-Fort Worth suburb, leading the school to a state championship in 2023. Witten, for all of his accolades as a player, has never coached at the NFL level. Campbell, on the other hand, had 10+ years coaching in the league before being handed the reins in Detroit. Simply put, it would be quite the jump for Witten. Deion Sanders is another former player who has been mentioned as a candidate, as he's enjoying success in the college ranks. Eagles offensive coordinator Kellen Moore, who finished his playing days with the Cowboys and then served as a coach, including as the team's offensive coordinator from 2019 to 22, has been a favorite of Jones. Another name worth mentioning is Cliff Kingsbury, the Commanders' offensive coordinator and former Cardinals coach. Of course, Bill Belichick will always be listed among the possibilities. He's the greatest football coach of this generation, and it's easy to wonder what could be with him becoming the Cowboys coach. But Belichick also had losing seasons in 3 of his last 4 years in New England. All of those names mentioned will create plenty of talk show segments and buzz. And with Jones making the ultimate decision, who knows? Maybe one of them emerges as the next coach. However, there is one name that would make more sense than anyone mentioned, former Titans coach Mike Vrabel. Vrabel is the betting favorite to become the next Cowboys coach. Vrabel would be widely viewed as a home run hire, too, as he won 2 AFC South titles and reached the playoffs 3 times in 6 seasons with the Titans. Plus, Vrabel would be the first defensive-minded head coaching hire the Cowboys have made since bringing in Wade Phillips in 2007. They've since tried the promising up-and-coming offensive guru, Garrett, and then brought in a proven winner, McCarthy. Both had success to varying degrees, but the Cowboys are going on 29 years since reaching the Super Bowl. The Cowboys have cycled through 6 coaches in that time frame. Maybe lucky number 7 returns the franchise to glory. The NFL fined Cowboys quarterback Trey Lance $22,000. After Week 10's loss to the Philadelphia Eagles, the Cowboys became 0-4 at home and fell to an overall record of 3-6. This loss came in the form of a fine. Backup quarterback Trey Lance was fined $22,511 for unnecessary roughness, use of helmet, during last week's game. For the Cowboys-Eagles game, Lance took over the Cowboys' offense for the second half of action, his first time on the field during the regular season. The hit that received the fine took place in the fourth quarter. Eagles safety Reed Blankenship recovered a fumble and started to return it for a score. Lance was the last line of defense, so in a last-ditch effort the backup QB lunged at Blankenship to get him out of bounds. Lance was not penalized during the game. Rush is set to be QB1 for the Cowboys' Monday Night Football game against the Houston Texans. This will be Rush's 8th career start. As for Lance, he is back on the sideline but could potentially get on the field for specific plays or if Rush gets pulled again. Superstar 27 TD running back sends strong message on joining Cowboys. The Dallas Cowboys have no shortage of needs to address this offseason, even while rumors swirl about potential head coaching candidates. Even if the Cowboys move on from head coach Mike McCarthy, Dallas is going to need to bolster multiple positions on the roster, including running back. Boise State star Ashton Jeanty is projected to be the top running back selected in the 2025 NFL Draft. Jeanty is already making his case to be selected by the Cowboys. "If I could script it, my family is all in Texas," Jeanty explained on the November 12, 2024, edition of Kickin' It with D. "I used to play in the Cowboys practice stadium. So, family being there, all the connections, all the relationships, I feel like that would just be the perfect city to play in. Hey, Jerry Jones, you know what to do." Potential Cowboys running back Ashton Jeanty is approaching 2,000 rushing yards and has already posted 27 touchdowns. The Cowboys have relied on a rotation of Rico Dowdle, Ezekiel Elliott and Dalvin Cook with mostly underwhelming results. Heading into Week 11, the Cowboys were averaging just 83.7 rushing yards per game, which is the second lowest among NFL teams. Dallas opted to pass on taking a running back in the 2024 NFL Draft, but will get a do-over in April. Jeanty is putting up video game numbers this season at Boise State, which has put the playmaker among the top Heisman Trophy contenders. Through the first 12 weeks of the college football season, Jeanty has 256 carries for 1,893 yards and 26 touchdowns. Jeanty has also added 17 catches for 98 receiving yards and a TD through the air. Leave your like and subscribe to the channel. See you in the next video.